Hello. Well, it's another beautiful day, and as always, I'm here to talk about you. And today I want to talk about time. Basically, when you're a little child, you go to kindergarten, and you hurry up and get to the first grade. And then when you hurry up and get to the second grade, and you hurry up and get to the third grade, and the fourth grade, and so on and so forth. And the next thing you know, you're hurrying up and getting to the eighth grade or the ninth grade. And then you get through all the grades, and you go to college, okay, if you can. And you're constantly hurrying along trying to get someplace. And it's an illusion. You're never going to make it. You're never going to get there because what you're trying to get to, the future, doesn't exist. It's all an assumption. We assume that there's going to be a future. We assume that we're going to have this, that, and the other in the future. We assume that we're going to have a good job. We assume that things are going to be a certain way. But they're not going to be a certain way, necessarily. Okay? And if we continue to believe in the future, okay, then we're basically fooling ourselves. All these assumptions that we make about what life is going to be like when we get to the age of 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 or 60 or 70, it's all bullshit. Okay? We are, just fooling ourselves. Okay? And what we really need to do, okay, is understand that there's only now. Okay? The future does not exist. The past does not exist. None of that stuff exists. It's over, and it hasn't happened yet. And if we continue to try and assume that the future is going to be here at some point and that we're going to have something at that point in the future, then it's an illusion. Okay? And that illusion is going to kill you. Now, I can assume that this house and this land is going to be here. But you know what? There could be a freaking sinkhole that opens up right beneath my feet, okay? And everything will be gone, okay? Now, I know that when they drilled the well and that they had to go through a lot of rock, granite, okay? So, no, probably the sinkhole's not going to open up. But the fact is, I've assumed that it's not. And I've assumed that I'm going to be here, okay, on this land, okay? But I don't know that I am. I could go out tomorrow and walk across the street and boom, somebody, comes along in a truck and hits me. I'm dead. I'm not here. The important thing is not what you're gonna do. The important thing is what you're doing right now. I mean, we, as all people, have, some sort of destiny, right? And I'm not saying we don't have a destiny, okay? But relying on your destiny to fix everything is just ridiculous. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna happen for you, okay? Your destiny, whatever it is, well, really, what your destiny is to awaken, okay? But beyond that, your destiny is also to do whatever you're going to do in the future. But if you're constantly looking to the future, trying to, see what you're going to become, and planning for what you're going to become, you're just wasting your time because there could not be a future. I mean, global warming and all that, is happening. And it's an extinction thing. It could be a total extinction of the human race. I mean, once the oceans go, which they're on their way, they're going. Brazil's rainforest, gone. Okay? All the rest of the trees on the planet, pretty much gone. Okay? And nobody cares. The oil companies just keep on selling oil. And so in 100 years, this place could be a barren rock. And there's no future involved for anybody. Okay? Obviously, in 100 years, we're all going to be dead anyway. But the point is that you have to remember that the future is an illusion. And the only thing that really matters is what's going on now. If you don't live in the now, okay, and that's take your head out of the past, take your head out of the future, stop projecting into those things, then you're just an illusion, okay? Time is an illusion. Lunchtime, doubly so. Now, I'm not saying I know more than anybody else on this planet. Obviously, I don't. Okay? But I do know that there's only one now. And every moment that passes is that one now. Okay? That now passes through everything that we know and do. And it's the only thing we have. All of our possessions and all that stuff, that stuff doesn't really matter, okay? That's just on the surface. What matters is what's deep down. And what's deep down is the now. Now, I've told you about how to get into the now. I've told you about, a lot of stuff about how to, forget about who you think you are, okay? Because who you think you are is not who you are, okay? Anyway, every day, in every way, you're getting better, okay? Not physically, but spiritually. Because as you see the things in this world crumble, and they are crumbling, okay? You should know that try to think that there's going to be a future in which you have a good job or whatever, okay? Have a lot of money, big house. It's not going to be there because we don't know what's going to happen. That's the big thing. We don't know. So now is all we have. Okay? Let's try to live in the now. And how do we do that? By meditating, breathing in and out. By trying to get into your body, which you need to stop thinking to do. Why do I care about this? Well, because the world is going to HE double hockey sticks, okay? And the only way to save it is for us to wake up. The reason it's going the way it's going is because everyone is unconscious, asleep, basically. Yeah, they're awake in a sense, but they're not awake, okay? How can somebody pour oil into the rainforest? How can somebody, kill species just so they can say, I killed this species, How can somebody do the things they're doing? How can these oil company execs, knowing that they're destroying their grandchildren's future, keep doing what they're doing? Because they're not awake. And the more people that wake up, the more chance there'll be that this world might survive. I mean, I don't know if it will survive or not, but it's not going to survive unless people start waking up. Okay? Anyway, I don't know. Okay? But I do know that if you're unhappy, which undoubtedly you are because 99% of the people on this planet are unhappy, okay? There's only one way to get happy, and that is to drop the future, drop the past from your thinking. They're just constructs, okay? and try to remember who you are. You are not a person, okay? You are love. You are awareness. You were put here for a reason, and that reason is to awaken. I know I'm preaching at you, and I'm sorry about that. But I just feel so frustrated because things just keep getting worse. And I'm trying to maybe help things get better, and it's hard. It's very hard. So I guess I'm going to leave you there. And once again, I love all of you because you're me. And that's really all there is to it. All of us are one. Nobody is separate. The whole idea of separate beings is a fallacy. It's another illusion. We're all one thing. We were put into these forms by the universe. You can say it's by God if you want to. That's fine. Okay? In order to experience the universe. And in order to wake up. Consciousness is all there is. Okay? All the stars and the galaxies and everything else in the universe don't mean shit without consciousness to see them, to feel them. When you look out over a starry night, you have a feeling that comes into you. A feeling of awe, of, just wow. But if you don't have consciousness, if you don't have awareness, you can't feel that. And if that feeling doesn't happen, then what is the whole thing for? All right, well, once again, have a great life and take care.